So if you've seen the news, the rapper Action Bronson was able to lose 127 pounds in about 6 months. So how do you do it? And can you, or even should you, replicate his results? What's going on, everybody? Schuyler Diehm here, men's fitness coach, and in today's video we've got a really interesting story with Action Bronson. If you follow the rapper, you probably know he's known for being more of an overweight guy, but it's really exciting and really cool because in recent news it looks like he's taken massive control over his health. And so I looked a little bit into his story, I looked into what he did, why he did it. I basically broke down the whole case, and in this video I want to talk about 4 specific key takeaways that I have and that you can use to see results in your own life if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get fit. So let's get into it.
I got this pretty brown queen, the kid's addicted to chicken nuggets, used to play college ball, but I'm just trying to
All right, so how did Action Bronson lose weight? So number one, and this is probably the most important part, is he had the right reason, right? So Action Bronson actually had a son, and he had moments in the past where he figured it was time to lose weight, but he never really took steps. But then his son came into the world and he knew he was ready, right? He knew that it was time to take his health under control. And so in your own life, a lot of people, when they're asked, why do I want to lose weight? Why do you want to lose weight? The usual answer is, I want to look better, or I want to get healthier, or, I want more confidence. And while these are good answers and they're true, usually there's a reason that's a lot deeper. Usually there's a reason there that is a little bit more pulling, right? Because if you're trying to lose weight for a girl, when it gets hard, it's not going to work out unless that girl is super special, right? If you're trying to lose weight to build confidence or look better, in the moment when you're facing that piece of cake, that reason isn't going to be as important. And so I want to ask you, what in your life is really driving you? One of the strategies you can use to dive deep and to actually find this is to ask yourself why continuously, right? Why do I want to lose weight? Well, I want to lose weight because I want to get in shape. Why do I want to get in shape? Well, I want to get in shape because I want to look good. Why do I want to look good? Well, I want to look good because I want to be able to walk into a room with confidence. Why do you want to be able to walk into a room with confidence? And keep asking that question until you find the answer that is actually emotionally pulling, right? You should get emotional when you get to that point. And if you don't, keep digging. Because I promise you, with the right reason, you will find a way. It doesn't matter about the strategy. It doesn't matter about how busy you are. It doesn't matter about how much money you have. If you are truly committed and you have the right reasons, you're going to make it happen. And so that's why the right reason is number one here and absolutely most important. Now, number 2. So Action Bronson had an amazing reason, but with the perfect reason and the wrong strategy, it's a path for failure, right? Maybe you'll eventually find the right strategy, but what Action did is he used the right strategy. He used the strategy that's correct. And so just to break down a couple things that he did. So Action was up at 4:30 in the morning. He had a protein shake, sometimes with some eggs. He was working out 3 days with the trainer, and then the rest of the week he's working out on his own. After that, he has another protein shake. For lunch, he has egg whites, chicken, broccoli, and he said really anything as long as it's healthy. If he wants a snack, he has another shake. For dinner, it's grilled chicken, broccoli. For dessert, it's fruit. And he said, while the meals do change up from time to time, the sole focus there is not eating anything that's processed, going for natural, non-processed foods. Now, a couple key things here that are super strong with this strategy. Number 1, he's getting a lot of protein first thing in the day. Protein shake, eggs, after his workout, another protein shake. Now, I'm not a fan of having protein shakes for every single meal. I don't think it's the best strategy. I think real food is better. But in general, if you are having protein first thing in the morning, it's allowing your body to remain more full. You're not going to spike your insulin, which means you're not going to have hunger cravings midway through the day, and you're not going to have an energy crash. And then along with that, right, real food, chicken, broccoli, grilled chicken, broccoli, fruit for dessert. All of this here is feeding his body the healthy things. And then he's going to the gym and he's getting workouts in every single day during the week. And so this is massive, right? He's actually sticking with the plan. He's executing the plan. And because of that, he averaged a weight loss of about 20 pounds a month, which is incredible. Now, there are a million different strategies for weight loss, right? This isn't the right strategy, but this is a strategy that worked. And this is a strategy that worked for Action Bronson. And so if you're doing this, this might not be the strategy for you, right? I believe fasting is one of the best strategies out there for fitness. Action Bronson wasn't using it. That's what I teach my guys. My guys see the most success with not eating during a certain portion of each day. And we do it in a way where they're not hungry all the time, where they can still have their favorite food, so they're not cutting out all their favorite stuff. And it's done in a way that allows you to maintain energy and feeling good. But of course, that's one strategy. That's not the correct strategy. Like I said, strategies work different for everyone. And so just to reemphasize here, right, Action Bronson had the right reason, but he paired that with the right strategy. So we've got the right reason, we've got the right strategy. What comes next? Number 3 is accountability. Doesn't matter if you have the right reason, doesn't matter if you have the right strategy. If there's not some form of accountability in your life and you've been struggling to lose weight, you're going to lose. You're going to want to go back to those old patterns. And so Action Bronson had a coach. Now, obviously, he has a lot more on the line because if he's posting on social media, he has thousands and thousands of people following him and keeping up with his journey. But at the same time, along with that, he hired someone to make sure he was getting his workouts in. And so this is a massive, massive thing that so many people miss is like they think it's honorable to try to go at it by themselves. So I have a client who I'm working with whose name is Jack, and he is about 70 years old, and he's been working on losing weight for over 15 years now. And it's been unsuccessful over and over and over. And so he took the leap, he decided to work with me, and what do you know? He's starting to lose weight because he's sticking with what he's saying he's going to do, rather than committing to something and failing, committing, failing. Because if you do that over and over, you're going to teach yourself and you're going to embed that belief in you, I don't follow through, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not motivated or disciplined, or I can't do this. And if you do it over and over, it's just going to make it worse. And so Action did an amazing, amazing thing by getting held accountable. And for you, if you need that accountability, my number one recommendation is to hire a coach. But of course, you can tap into your network, right? You can reach out to people who you feel like you would be actually held accountable to. Because a big mistake people make here is they'll get accountable with their friend who's also trying to lose weight. And then, of course, they both kind of feed off that energy of not feeling like it, of like, well, we worked hard, let's take tomorrow off. Well, I'm tired, so okay, I agree with you. This is super important here that you get that accountability, you get accountable, hire a coach, tap into your network, post on social media, do something that makes you feel like, even when you don't feel like it, you should follow through. And if you find the right one there, you are going to be unstoppable with the right reason and the right strategy. Now, we've got the right reason, we've got the right strategy, we've got that accountability. The fourth and final piece here that I really want to emphasize is that Action Bronson utilized consistency and work ethic. His trainer is just speaking on him about how he's a beast, how he's super committed, how he works super hard. He said he went to a party where there was birthday cake and he said no to the birthday cake. And so Action Bronson is on that level of commitment where he is ready to work hard. Now, there's a line here, right? I believe there should be places and times where you can enjoy yourself with some birthday cake, where you can have some pizza or burger or your favorite food. But of course, if there's that line where you have one and you're going to have 100, it's not a good idea. But for the average person, it's good to include those types of meals in. And the beautiful thing about what we teach with fasting is that you can actually have more of those because you're cutting down on calories so much with fasting. And again, it's done in a healthy way. It's not like you're just starving yourself. And so if you are interested in learning more about our method, make sure you check the link in the description of this video for a guide we put together. We break down our exact process and how we walk you through and why it's so effective. So make sure you check that out. But ultimately, back to Action Bronson, like, this man works hard. And at the end of the day, any single change that you make is going to be hard. It's going to require you to do things that you normally wouldn't do. It's going to require you to choose things that you normally wouldn't choose. And it's going to require you to start to step into a whole new version of yourself. And so that's why the accountability is so important. That's why the right reason is so important. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you need to work hard. You need to be willing to get uncomfortable. You need to be willing to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And sadly, a lot of people haven't built that mental toughness. Now, if you haven't built that mental toughness, that doesn't mean you're a case too far gone. I'm going to again say check out the link in the description of this video, because what we teach is a way to build momentum, right? Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. If you aren't feeling motivated, if you don't feel like you have discipline or work ethic, start with small steps and do that day after day after day. And if you continually follow through, what you're eventually going to do is teach yourself that when you make a commitment, you follow through, and eventually your commitments are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger until you're elevated to that point where you feel fully disciplined. I did it in my own life. After I graduated college, I was sleeping until noon every day, and I would not get up early. And I built the discipline to be able to wake up at 5:30, sometimes 6 in the morning, and get my workout in first thing. And so I promise you, wherever you're at, this is something that you can build. But at the end of the day, it is something that's required. It's not something where you can change your body and see an awesome change without putting in the work. And so that's what Action did, right? He had the right reason. He had the right strategy. He had the accountability, and most importantly, he had that consistency and work ethic. So if you're watching this video, I'd love if you could leave me a comment. What is your biggest takeaway from Action Bronson's weight loss? And if you're looking for more ways to simplify fitness, simplify weight loss and health, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out the guide in this description. And just, of course, I'm here, right? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know if there's a question I can answer, because I want to see you win. So with that being said, I appreciate you. And of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.